In this video, what we are going to see now is the arithmetic functions, and they basically include the absolute function ABS, integer function INT, large function LARGE, maximum function MAX, minimum function MIN, small function SMALL. Okay, so these are the arithmetic functions that we're going to see in this particular video. Let's start with the absolute function ABS. Now, what does this function do? This function calculates the value of a number irrespective of whether it is a positive or a negative number. Okay, so this will basically convert all the negative numbers into positive ones. Let's directly do this. It's very simple. You just need to put in is equal to ABS, and what you see is ABS basically returns the absolute value of a number without its sign. Okay, so its positive negative sign is irrespective. It will give you a value. Let's use it, and it will ask for the number. The number is in C4. Always link the cell where the number is there. Never write the number. It is always recommended that you link it. Close the bracket, and if you press enter, you will see that the number is there irrespective of its sign. Here it's positive, so let's see how it changes. Control C, paste it across for the other cells, Control V, and now if you have a look at it, you will find that it has actually given us the absolute number without any sign. This was a negative 10, but now it shows a positive 10. So it basically converts all the negative numbers into positive ones. This was the absolute function ABS. Let's move to the next function, which is INT. This is the integer function. Okay, this function will help you take the number to the nearest whole number. A whole number is what? A whole number is, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these are whole numbers. 10.75 is not a whole number. Okay, and remember, when you're converting it to an integer, it will take you to the nearest whole number. Let's do this and find out. Is equal to INT. It basically rounds a number down to the nearest integer. Open the bracket, it will ask for the number. Let's link the number, close the bracket and press enter. If you see, the integer for 1.5 is 1. So it is rounding off the number to the nearest integer, but always remember that it will give you a smaller number than this one. The integer will be smaller than the actual number. Let's use this formula for the other cells and see. Control V. Okay, so now if you have a look at this, 2.3 is now 2, rounded to the nearest whole number. 10.75, smaller than it would be 10. Minus 1.47. If you have a look at it, the integer is minus 2. Right? Minus 2 is smaller than minus 1.47589. So it has basically given us a smaller number than this one, and it has rounded it up into a whole number. Okay, so just to remind you again, it will give the integer, which is basically the nearest whole number, and it gives you a smaller number than this number. See, 1 is less than 1.5, 2 is less than 2.3, 10 is less than 10.75, minus 2 is less than minus 1.47589. Okay, so this is how the integer function works. Moving to the next arithmetic function, let's have a look at large. What is large? Large not just gives you the odd man out or the highest to the lowest number, but you can find out the second highest, the third highest, the fourth highest number. Okay, if we were to find out the third highest number over here, the first highest is, let's say, 800, right? The second highest is 250 and the third highest is 120. Here it was very easy to locate which is the third highest number. But what if you have a lot of values? What do you do then? Okay, what you do then is come to Excel. Excel will help you out. How do we do this? Put in is equal to large. Large basically returns the kth largest value in the data set. For example, the fifth largest number. We'll apply this and find out what it means. The syntax says first you need to link the array. So let's link the array. This is the array wherein we want to find out the number, comma, k. K is the position you want, right? Let's say I want the highest position, so I will type in 1, close the bracket, press enter. So the highest value over here is 800. Let's copy paste this and find out the other positions as well. If you do that, you will find that the selection of values have kind of moved away. For this, what we need to do is we need to freeze the cells. We need to do a bit of referencing so that this error does not happen. If you have a look at this, okay, the cells that are selected are not the ones where we have our values, right? So let's do a bit of referencing. We need to use the F4 command on your keyboard to freeze it. The dollar sign indicates that the cells have been freezed, locked, and we press enter. Now if we copy paste this, it shouldn't be a problem and it will give us the right answer. So now if you see, press F2, you'll find that the correct values are selected with the help of referencing. What I want to do is now find the second highest value. So I need to change my K to 2. So now the second highest value, 250, is visible. Next I want is the third highest value, then the fourth highest value, and finally the fifth highest value. So with the help of the large function, you can find out which are these first highest, second highest, third highest, so on, highest values in your specific data set. Coming to the next arithmetic function, max, wherein we find out the maximum of the values. If you have a look at this, we know that the maximum is 800. How do you use formula for this? Very simple. Put in is equal to max. It returns the largest value in a set of values, ignores logical values and text. Open up the bracket. It will ask you for the number. Select the array and close. Right? So here the maximum from this array is 800. Can we apply this same to the dates? Let's try and find out. Max. Select the array, close the bracket, and yes, it gives us the maximum. In case if you find that there is a number out here, what you need to do is you need to go to the format cells, and under format cells you need to make sure that you have selected the date format. Since it was under custom, Excel is already kind of intelligently decided it's a date, but if you get a number, ensure that you select any of the date formats you want and click on OK. And hence you will see that the maximum, the highest date of all these dates that are available, out of which 27 December was the one, so that is now getting displayed. So this is how we can use the max function. Let's find out minimum. Exactly opposite to what we saw in maximum. It will give you the smallest or the minimum of the value. Returns the smallest number in a set of value, ignores logical values and text. Select the values, close the bracket, enter. The smallest is, or the minimum of all these values is 100. Same thing, let's apply to the dates. We want the minimum. We select the array, close the bracket, enter. The minimum of all these dates is 1st Jan 98. Again, if you find that you can see a number over here, right click on it, go to format cells and change the format to date. Finally, coming to the small function, opposite of large, we're going to find out the lowest of values. Okay, let's directly apply this and see. Okay. Small function returns the kth smallest value in a data set. For example, the fifth smallest number. Let's use this. We select the array, and what you want to find out is the first lowest number, the lowest number of all. So we are again going to give a 1. Please don't get confused with large. There also we gave a 1, but then we wanted to find the largest first number. Here we are finding the smallest first number. Close the bracket, press enter. Let's do a bit of referencing so that we can simply copy paste this formula using F4 on your keyboard. Press enter. What you need to do is copy paste this formula across. I want the second lowest value now, so I'll change this to 2, change this to 3 for fourth lowest, and for the fifth lowest. Okay, so the fifth lowest value is the first largest value. Correct? So this is basically all the arithmetic functions that we have discussed in this video. The absolute function ABS, the INT function, large, max, min, and small. Kindly do this exercise so that you can remember this very, very easily. Let's now move on to the next useful Excel functions.